YouTuber beef and YouTuber drama is the lifeblood of YouTube. It's the blood and guts that you see in between all the fun, silly things that happen on this website. And there's been a lot of it lately. There's been so much. I mean, there's the Logan Paul and Dylan Dana situation, for example, that I talked about a few days ago, which is literally like watching a train wreck, except you want both trains to crash and explode. Like, there's no good side. Even I've gotten my own YouTube beef. I recently got into random beef with a Russian extremist, which is a long story. And if you want to just look into it, just check like my recent 10 videos. But there's a lot of beef that's been happening, and I'm probably just pushing this. You probably know exactly who I'm talking about right now because I've probably used their names in the title. But MrBeast and Jacksepticeye, two of the most wholesome YouTubers on the site, have recently gotten into a bit of drama via a video that went viral on Twitter because someone posted a screenshot or a screen recording from a video that I don't even know whose channel it's on. It's not on Jack's, it's not on Tommy's, but it has Tommy in it and Jacksepticeye doing a lie detector test where Tommy in it asked Jacksepticeye about his opinions on MrBeast. And I'm going to play the clip for it real quick, and then we'll talk about it more and the fallout that happened after the fact.
Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast?
No.
Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube?
Yes.
Now, in all honesty, Jack, why?
Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts?
Building
wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Ooh.
I thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you?
Who's the YouTuber you hate the most?
I don't know. There's a lot of
Beep
on our platform.
Oh, by the way, Jack Manifold's response being like, you don't have fun on yachts is the most rich person response I've ever seen in my life. Although, I can see Jacksepticeye's point, but I think he went about it in the wrong way. I don't think MrBeast necessarily is someone who harmed YouTube in the money and grinding aspect. I think that all YouTubers have always been at their throats for the concept of getting money and grinding. I mean, Logan Paul and even Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie have been on that like double upload a day grind for multiple years. So I don't think that he's right in that aspect, but I do understand sort of where he's coming from, that MrBeast has contributed to an aspect where making videos that aren't multi-million-dollar productions tend to perform a lot worse than videos that are just someone sitting in a basement and talking. And that is not coming from personal experience. Surprisingly enough, actually, my videos do pretty well for the amount of effort I put into them. But, of course, MrBeast responded with a tweet that went under this comment. It was commented under this post that I saw. So he said, so I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and sports cars and instead reinvested my money into making content focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people. If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean, lol? You think I'd give up an hour of my life every 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful in my opinion, and obviously there's so much that I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man. Sigh. And yeah, that's a valid response. I mean, to be honest, Jacksepticeye doesn't exactly have room to throw punches there. I feel like both YouTubers are excruciatingly rich. I mean, YouTubers make so much money for the type of job that they do. So, like, I feel like one yelling at another is kind of hypocritical when it comes to the money side of things. I feel like it's more about the type of content he makes, because there's a lot of MrBeast clones that create kind of the scummiest content I've seen on YouTube. MrBeast in himself makes good content, and the MrBeast Philanthropy channel is a genuinely great thing for the site. But I can see where, like, the clones that have spawned off of him and the type of people who have created content inspired by MrBeast have been kind of scummy people. But at the same time, there are scummy people in the gaming space that have been inspired by creators like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or PewDiePie. They're two different content creators that are essentially like the fathers of YouTube, but in their own rights. And the people they spawn from it are where the problem tends to reside. It isn't really in the creators themselves. And I think the real unfortunate part about the situation isn't the beef between MrBeast and I think the real unfortunate part isn't the beef between MrBeast and Jacksepticeye, but more about the fan beef that comes with it. A lot of news sources started reposting and talking about all the things going on between the two of them, and it is kind of like a bunch of people jumping in on situations that they're not really related to. A lot of fans talking about how Jack's content's bad or MrBeast's content is bad, and these strong opinions, when in reality, you shouldn't have a strong opinion on this. Both of these creators make genuinely passionate content that they care about, and they put out content that entertains millions of people. It isn't these creators that damage the reputation or the look of YouTube. It's the people who try and copycat them. It's the people who try to be like them. And so it's so stinky seeing these walls absolute walls of text coming from content creator commentate, like the comment section of these content creators, die-heartedly defending these creators for some reason. Because the craziest part is MrBeast even came forward and said, we messaged, we're Gucci now. The creators don't even have beef now, but the thing is, the fuse has been lit. The bomb has already been, the timer's been started. We are going to now have people creating beef between gaming YouTubers and MrBeast, like, challenge-style YouTubers for at least a month or two, which is unfortunate, because really, at the end of the day, both of them make content that is really interesting, and at the same time, there's beef going towards Moist Critical, too. People are getting angry at him for making the same repetitive content of sitting and talking, which is not what I do at all, but I feel like it's so goofy kind of attacking YouTubers for the format of their content less than the content of their character, because, like, it's just what they like to make. Like, I sit here and talk not because I'm trying to get millions of views. It would be nice to get millions of views, but at the same time, I do it because I find it interesting. I'm intrigued to talk to a camera, and I really love talking to the comments after the fact. That's literally all the reason that I make it, and it's probably all the reason they make it as well, to make a change, to see the change. It's so silly, the comments that get involved. Honestly, get angry at people like Logan Paul, who literally scam people. I mean, people do get angry at them, but, like, focus all your rage there. If everyone would get together and stop, like, getting angry at mundane-ass things and all focus at, like, things like Logan Paul, we would have world peace. We all need to build together like an anthill and just focus all of our power like the Death Star beam at all these scammers and assholes online, and we'd be fine. Instead of getting angry about MrBeast versus Jacksepticeye stuff. They love each other. It's fine. It's not a problem. But that's about it for now. I just want to make a quick video about it because I saw the beef and I wanted to be able to talk about it because some people aren't always aware of it. And also just look for the actual issues in the world. Don't focus on these tiny little things. But that's about it for now. Thank you guys for being here. Subscribe if you're new and be a part of maybe what could be a big YouTuber, me too, in the future. I'll be the next Moist Critical or something. But thank you guys. And also for the song of the day, I'm going to be doing Young, Dumb, and Broke because that's what I am. And then we'll see what happens next. Stick around for more. I'd love to see what we do next. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night. And thanks for starting whatever I could be. Maybe I'll be the big next YouTuber beef.